Hello everyone, my name is Ferginator X, or you can also just call me Ferginator, and today I'm revealing my Halo video project series I've been working on for the past several months, planning out, organizing, gathering information and resources, and seeing what all I would be doing for these videos for the series. I'm excited to share with you my series called the Halo Custom Archive. What is the Halo Custom Archive? The Halo Custom Archive is going to be a collection of videos archiving the nostalgia of these custom creations made by the Halo community to be remembered by memorializing them and paying homage to their creations, in which I'll be covering multiple custom games, custom maps, mods, and much more. I will be going into great detail on how they were played, their names, their history, where they originated from, what inspired them, what made them so great and memorable, and most of all, what made them evolve over time, how they changed over different Halo games. Something else to keep viewers interested and enticed in watching these videos is that I will be also ranking these custom creations with awarded medals that I specifically designed. I was inspired to rank these using the Halo 5 7 rank system because, well, lucky number 7. The ranks are as follows with these creations. The first rank I'll show you here is the bronze medal. Anything that's a common creation will be getting this medal. The next medal will be the silver medal for anything that's a uncommon creation. Gold will be for any creations that are rares. Platinums will be any creations that are ultra rares. Diamonds will be anything that is a legendary creation. Onyx will be anything that's a mythical creation of the co-op lasso variant. And then there is lastly the champion, which is anything that's a mythic of the solo lasso, where it's extremely difficult to get one of these. So just to give you an idea how rare the champion rank is going to be, hands off, I can only think of 2 custom creations that'll be getting this award so far. The ranks will be based off my opinions and yours may differ, but remember, even if it gets a bronze, it doesn't mean it's a bad custom creation, as it could mean it might just be a hidden gem that you might in fact enjoy playing. If I bothered to even do an HCA video on a custom creation, it was clearly worth the time to cover it. I'll be looking at them from overall standpoints and my impressions on them, how they held up, how they changed and evolved, how much dedication was put into it, and how popular it was with the Halo community. I plan these videos out to be informal and structured since we already have a lot of YouTubers that already post gameplay footage, some with brief descriptions, and I want this to be something that is new and refreshing, that is uniquely different and transformative, and be somewhat in part educational. So you will still see some gameplay clips in these videos, but these videos will have commentary, reviewing, critiquing, and so forth. This way people either new to Halo or just never heard of these custom creations will get some enjoyment learning about them, as well as Halo fans that do remember these creations can get some memorable nostalgia and get to see how I rank them. Maybe even inspire improvements, revamping, or making new creations based off them entirely, or even bringing back long forgotten creations as well. So you can think of this as going to be some kind of main central hub for all the Halo custom creations you ever wanted to know more about, and maybe even might want to make a return of some of these custom creations to remaster them and revamp them too. I'll be covering as much detail as possible in these videos, but there is a lot of information for some of these creations, so if I miss something, I will put in the details of the video description. If it is too much information that I missed, then I might just create an additional part video, like part 1, part 2, and so forth. But hopefully I get all the information in for the first time. I don't want to have to, make a second video for like corrections that I mistaken in the last one, unless it's like an update video for future Halo games and improvements that have been made for that custom creation. If some creations are too similar, I might just reference them in the video to save time, as well as they might not be that different enough to need to make a whole new video for each one when they just look slightly different. The reason I chose to do this for the Halo Custom Archive is for many reasons. One of the reasons is that Halo will not be around forever. We all know that. We all know that all these games will eventually not be playable. They're not going to keep, making backwards compatibility forever. And we cannot keep every community-made map, mod, mode that the community made. Soon, all the ability to play these original creations will be gone, and so will the games that will be able to play them. As things slowly die off, they will be forgotten, and we want to try and preserve those great moments. You can go on to something like Halopedia or Halo Wiki and find creations made by the developers like game modes, maps, weapons, mods, and so forth, but you won't be able to find the creations made by the community, and I wanted those to be remembered. I have been asked by many friends that I play with that they wanted to see something like this made, and they said that they would love something like this, and I found that the more people I talked to about it, the more people agree they would like to see something like this made. While I was researching many of these custom creations that I'll be covering in my video series, which yes, there are quite a lot of them, I even found creations that are so old and so forgotten that some of them can only be found in archive forum threads and have now been completely forgotten in custom games, and no footage of it exists anymore. So I'm going to bring them back as well for this series. I could spend hours playing these Halo custom creations back in the day, and with that I played so many different custom games and forged maps and even mods. Too many to remember and notice. As time went on, a lot of these community-made forged maps and custom games became slowly forgotten, and as things age, things will become lost and forgotten. Different small YouTube channels still have some leftover footage from these almost forgotten creations, but eventually those accounts will be gone as well as time goes on, and these game clips will be lost for good. No doubt YouTube will remove non-active accounts to save room by purging away their videos to free up space. I mean, it's pretty obvious that YouTube's going to get filled up and they need to save room. And Bungie.net, if you aren't already aware, you can't download those maps or game modes anymore, but those websites are still up for the time being for players that can still at least look up who the creators were and download their accounts, download their content to their Xbox account directly as an alternative method. And those custom creations will be lost as well when the site is gone after that. So while there's still time,
there isn't much time.
I decided I am going to go back to these old custom creations and cover as much as possible of what I can still possibly film. I'll try to do whatever footage I can to film some of these custom creations, but this will be a huge challenge due to the difficulties of trying to obtain these. So I will also be using both contributors and any fair usage videos, which both I'll try and make sure to credit them unless they ask not to be credited, as well as try to make sure that the original authors for these custom creations and so forth, as well as forgers and modders that created evolved versions of the creations and suggested custom creations to try out. If I do leave anyone out, please message me. I will try to make corrections as soon as possible to save time in crediting people that I played custom games with for the gameplay video and recording for footage. I will use the scoreboard if possible to show their gamer tags, but it's not guaranteed, but I will try. I'll start most of the videos covering Halo 3 and Halo Reach since we don't know how long Bungie.net will still be up and around for. I'll then be covering the Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2 and Halo 4 custom creations. From there, I'll be covering Halo Master Chief Collection and Halo 5, as well as the creations from the Halo Custom Edition and Halo 2 Vista, and I may possibly look into Halo Online and possibly may cover that in the future. No guarantees, but there's a good chance I might. I'll try to cover them as well, as we don't know how long those sites like HaloMaps.org will still be around, but I feel that they are still popular enough that they will be staying up for a while. But overall, I'll be prioritizing the ones closest to slowly disappearing forever or have been forgotten as time goes on and speed is of the essence.
Speed is of the essence.
I am really excited for this series, as this is something I have wanted to do for years but never had any time to do it, and it still is going to be a challenge making these videos with everything that's going on in my life, but I'll try and find time to cover as much as possible. There are quite a lot of these creations I have on my list so far that I plan to cover in this series, so if I miss any or there are any ones you would like me to cover, then please make sure to message me on Discord or any other social medias with as much detail as possible, and any footage that you guys have that you could give me to help to contribute to these videos would be greatly appreciated. If you want to know more or get involved, please read in the description below. Thank you all for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Also turn on notifications if you want to get updates on HC videos when they upload. New footage will start uploading next week, so stay tuned. Again, my name is XFerginatorX, and you all have a great day.